Hello there. Welcome to the channel Gray Cloud's Thoughts. It's been a while since I've done like an overview on a comic. I don't know, a few months ago I shared with you my thoughts on volume 1 of The Last Call by Vasilis Lolos. We'll show you a few little things from there. But you can find this video on the volume 1 in my catalog of videos, which is fairly small compared to the main channel. But so yeah, in the first volume, the two kids, the two teenagers are out on a joyride. One of them's taking their parents' car, and the other one's got them a pack of cigarettes or something, and they're smoking and jamming out to metal and punk or whatever. And they end up in like this interdimensional kind of ghost-like train. It's got all these different weird beings on it. And early on in the book, this character, Alec, gets thrown off the train because they don't have tickets. They don't even know how they ended up at this place. Oh, and by the way, I'm Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. And if you could, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share my videos. We're trying to grow this channel so that I can do more for the community of independent comic book creators and buyers and customers that I associate with. I'd like to be able to do more promotions and more help. But this is volume 2 of The Last Call. And so what happened was at the end of this one, you had Sam ends up off of the train, and there's his shadow, and then all of a sudden he gets like kind of grabbed by someone, and it turns out, you can see right here, so it turns out to be his friend Alec that was, pretty similar in his age. They were like in the same age group, but now he's an adult and everything. So Last Call 2 picks up basically where Alec had started to go into what happened in the day that he got thrown off the train. So you're basically getting kind of a flashback in more detail, and then it goes into his perspective of after he was out of the train. And he finds himself in this strange world, of course, laying there. He finds himself in a strange world where they're already in. They don't even know how they got on the train. And there's some people here, some guys wanting to beat him up, wanting to bully him, da-da-da-da-da. And this is him telling the story to Mr. S and Sam. So he's telling them his version of the story, which is kind of funny because he tells it as if he just was able to whoop butt and take names, kick ass and take names. He does, if it happened the way he's telling it, but see what I'm leading up to is he ends up getting taken into this city and put into this like force, like they claim that he's committed a crime, and the other guys have, and they take the kids and they put them in this place where you'll be trained to be like a law enforcement, or you're basically you're going to be forgiven of your crime if you do what they're telling you to do, like to go through this course and this training and be taught how to be, part of the overall force of the city and the law establishment and stuff. I can't remember the exact name of what they called them here. Let me see. It's right. Like he calls them something here. The Busters. They call them the Busters. Those people on the motorcycles and stuff. But anyway, he ends up getting saved by an older gentleman that's already he's like an officer or whatever. And he's kind of like his mentor. And as you can see, he ages different. Like where he's at when he got off the train was completely a different time. Like the way that time went by, he grew up while Sam stayed a kid on the train. Okay, I'm trying not to tell you too much about it. We're getting a little far into here. But basically what you end up having is that Alec, the one that got thrown off the train, and then now he's an adult, he's a detective. And in the first book, there was someone killed, murdered on the train. There's director James Jones that took him in, and this guy supposedly is from New York, but he ended up in this interdimensional place also, and he also was talking about being from New York in the 1940s, so that was kind of interesting. And he sees the kid's New York shirt, so that makes the connection. But let's get on through here and just kind of, they end up back on the train with Alec in charge, and he's trying to solve this murder. Part of the reason is also that his mentor ended up getting killed, so he gets sent to the train, which he calls it a ghost train. Basically, you have them trying to solve the murder from the first volume of the book, and then he's also trying to make connections to who killed his mentor. So that's where you're at on that. A lot of interesting characters in here. You can see, I saw some pretty cool, like, I can't remember them. I should have took notes, but there was some cool Easter eggs in here, like certain things that was drawn or said. I'm going to have to read it again. I read it again last night before I did this. So, basically, like this reminds me of They Live. You remember how the aliens look when you put the sunglasses on? Like that particular guy right there. And basically, you have them get to a certain point where he's explaining to the rest of the train and everything what's going on and trying to solve this stuff. There's his assistant, Alex's assistant, the guy that grew up. And it's pretty cool. You end with a cliffhanger, of course, and he's calling on a witness that's actually dead. I won't give any more detail than that. But he's calling on a witness, and we don't know how he's able to do this. But, yeah, and Vasilis Lolos said that there's a 3 and a 4 that's supposed to be to this story that never got printed, and he's planning on doing a crowdfunding for it at some point. So I'm guessing here, within the next year or two, he's going to launch hopefully a Last Call 3 and then a Last Call 4 maybe, or maybe put them all into one thing and do a campaign. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I highly recommend it. The other book, I said probably an 8 out of 10. It's kind of hard to give anything really a whole 10, and I'd say the exact same, between an 8 and a 10 if I was rating it. I don't like trying to give ratings, though, on books, really. But I liked it, and that's why I'm sharing it. So go check out Vasilis Lolos. He's got some campaigns up currently, and if you are interested, go looking for a few of his books online or something. Till next time, Mr. Grey Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out.